Hey everybody, welcome back to Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. On Monday, there was an officer-involved shooting in East Houma, and talk more about that. Louisiana State Police is investigating. So Ross Brennan with Troop C, thanks for being here to talk about that. About 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you had an incident in East Houma. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Yeah, sure. So it actually didn't happen far from y'all's studio right here. So yesterday evening, around 4 o'clock, Houma Police Department, they responded to a disturbance call on downtown Court, which is just on the east side, not far. Upon arrival, there was an officer. He met with a subject that was later identified as Johnny McGee, 36 years old, from Houma. As soon as the officer pulled up, McGee got out of a vehicle and started to charge towards an officer with a screwdriver in his hand. The officer attempted to give commands of get back, create distance between him and McGee. McGee did not listen. And as soon as another officer was actually pulling on scene, the officer did fire his service weapon, striking McGee. They transported McGee to a nearby hospital where he was rendered aid, but he did not survive from his injuries and ultimately did pass away.
So is an officer-involved shooting, the initial investigation by the state police, you said went on to almost midnight last night. Now it's in the other part of the phase where they're doing an investigation as far as looking for possible surveillance videos,
Yeah, correct.
Doing interviews with folks like that. How long will this investigation go on? And
it'll last for a couple days. A lot of times, whenever a department or maybe like sheriff's office, Houma Police Department, when they have an officer-involved investigation, they'll ask state police to come in. That way they have an outside agency to be able to look at everything all together without any biases or anything like that. So that's typical protocol. And yeah, we were out there till late, well past midnight, investigators. But yeah, they're looking at possible witnesses, surveillance footage, different things that can help further the investigation.
the officer will now be on administrative leave. Do we know if there's a body camera footage? Did he have a body camber on him?
Yeah, last I heard, yes, they all have
That's
that.
standard. That's
Yeah,
standard issue.
Houma Police Department has body cameras, yes.
So obviously a very sensitive issue across the country in the last couple of years. When you're doing an investigation like this, I guess you have to take everything into account. You guys have even talked to his family and that.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course, they're always talking to families, getting statements from them, trying to figure out what exactly happened and different things like that.
Do they know if he was in an agitated state or anything? Could you tell? I guess you're still in the middle of that investigation.
Yeah, that's all part of our investigation that is ongoing, and I can't release any of that information at the moment. So.
Sure. So where do we go from here? And it seems like, look, it seems like this is the fourth one since right before the storm.
Yeah.
We've talked about Bull Run Road where the troopers involved there.
Yeah.
Raceland had an incident. We have this incident, and there was one earlier in Terrebonne Parish too that you've been investigating. Is there anything going on, the stress from the storm, or what's going on?
That could very well possibly be it. There's a lot of stress on everybody after the hurricane, and then also I think the mental anguish that comes with it. I mean, it's definitely a stressful time for people. So I just urge everybody, if you're going through a hard time, maybe reach out, talk to somebody, and get that help that you might need.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, and state police obviously has had their own issues as well. Is there a better way for everybody to get together on this? Is there more outreach where you guys are dealing with the community on a different basis now?
Yeah, we're trying, especially after the hurricane. That was a very, very good example of just communities helping communities, and also law enforcement agencies and different first responders helping out. I mean, we were out in the communities handing out water, handing out MREs, helping clear roadways, different things like that allow those people to get back to their homes to be able to recover whatever they had left and different things like that. So.
Right. What about the police force? Obviously, if this was an incident, and again, we're not trying to, kind of make anything we don't know in this investigation. But the impact of a police force, the last couple of years, and now dealing with the stressful situation of the storm and dealing with people, is there anything different that you guys are doing in training for the police officers?
There's a lot of de-escalation tactics. In fact, one thing that state police is proud to have right now is that we're actually like an implicit bias. training, just to kind of go through maybe what different people experience life in different ways and just be able to understand that. So be able to come and look at it from all sides, not just one side. Maybe somebody has different background, different lifestyle, different growing up. Now, we're all different people, but that's good because when you have different people come together, you can make a great thing.
Sure. Ross, I know you can't specifically talk about this, but first thing people are going to say, could he have maybe been tased or used non-lethal force? Is there any way to tell if there's a situation where some of that could have come into play?
Everything's a little bit different, so you can't just say one thing looking at another one. As far as this case here, I can't speak on that because what happened, and that's all something that the investigators and stuff are going to look at.
I see. So when will we know a little bit more about the investigation? And again, I think you already answered this, but you continue to investigate it, and we'll probably know in a couple days?
Yeah, in a couple of days, yeah, they're going to keep going through. They're going to look at everything that they can possibly look at. And once we do have some more information, we'll try to get it out there to y'all guys for sure.
All right. I know it was a long night last night. We appreciate you coming by.
Oh, not a problem.
Stay safe and we'll support you guys, and we appreciate it. So thanks a lot. That's Ross Brennan with Troop C. I'm Harry McCullough. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with more Bayou Time after this.